I just wanted to show a quick overview of about 45 hours of Autonauts. It's still relatively small, I think, but let me give you a small tour of how this evolved. So this area, obviously lumber, and all of the secondary lumber required. This started as the only pole and pet producing area. But I quickly had to expand to a secondary area here once I got these table saws or something. Um, all of the initial industry was centered just in this area. We have the basic tools. I found I only need one bench for the tools, per tool that is, and then bunch of benches for all of the secondary tertiary materials, tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, kind of in order. Naturally, the bots at the very center, storing them so that I always have a good number left when I need them. The food that I chose was mushrooms. Apparently mushrooms are harder. It takes a lot of bots to do it, and they grow very slowly. So this initial patch was not good enough, and I had to expand to here. Now, both of these are supplying more than enough mushrooms that I need for the herby mushrooms. Once I got those up and running, then I could get the colonists and the love research. Take a look into the apartments. What up? There he is. Let's see. So, my primitive cotton area, it's not even storing grain, just replanting as needed, which is good enough for the amount of shirts that I actually need to produce. Let's see. Clay area and sand. Fortunately, the clay was relatively close to my starting area. And very, very primitive operation, making mortar, some pots. There's my Tower of Shame after a failed cart experiment. So I don't think they'll be disappearing anytime soon. Here's the start of my cereal cooking, or flour making. At the moment, not consuming a whole lot because I'm trying to make tier 4 food for colonist homes that I've set up over here. Don't know if that's going to be where they're going to end up living. I think I'm going to move the colonists from here over to here to get a little bit more room in my center industry. We also have the very beginnings of some livestock farming. Got some chickens, got some cows, pooping all over the place. One bot tending to the fertilizer, one bot tending to the shearing, which is then being sent over to my wool production area. It's really cute when they make the wool blankets because they actually rock in the chair and go back and forth. And oh yeah, tiny little area where I'm beginning to make toys. I still need a few materials for that. Still limited by food. I'm beginning to expand north along this area, and I think this is going to be another production line all the way up here. There is some like metal ore somewhere in the distance over there, so I'm not sure how I'm going to end up getting to that. But we have the beginnings of my vehicle area. Very simple, just making carts and wheelbarrows, kind of manually controlled at the moment. But yeah, let's take a look at my bot count. 358 bots. You've got to remember to use groups, because otherwise this is impossible. And look at my shame of unorganized bots. Yeah, that's about it. Let's see, forestry. So here's some basic templates. I think that's a very old one, actually. Here we go. So this is a very basic template of a single item user. This chopper takes axes until hands full, and then chops until hands empty, and then repeats. Yeah. So what I've found is that it is far more efficient to have one bot doing a single task. Like this one is doing multiple materials and has broken many times because of that. Pro tip, click this button. Something like the box frame maker. So his only job is to get fixing pegs. Right here. His only job is to get fixing pegs, and then there will be somebody else that gets the poles and the square frames. And so this seems to be a really good pattern that won't break very often. That's about it. Just wanted to give an overview. It's a lot of fun. Good luck.